okay, niching, we talk about it a lot in our community, in the Bookkeepers Collective, and people get really stuck with this.
They get really overwhelmed and they often say to us, but I don't know who my ideal client is. Where do I start with this? I've never had a client before. I've never had a client that I like working with. So how can I find my ideal client?
Yeah, I suppose from a point of view of why is this even important, I think that's what we need to go back to, because when you know who your ideal client is or what niche you're working with, you can design the service you offer around that type of business.
Yeah, and I think today when we go through these 5 different areas, it's going to become very evident as to why it's important to niche. You don't have to go as deep as most people think. I think people assume that you're only servicing one industry or one area.
One very specific part of an industry, like a very specific, this kind of shop that's on this high street in this town.
Exactly. And it doesn't need to be like that. It needs to be a certain type of business with potentially certain type of values and like mindset. There are so many ways that you can niche. But today we're going to go through the areas of business that kind of, there's groups of certain types of businesses that act in a similar way and need a similar type of finance setup.